Well, the tree climber is back. And as you can see, all is well again. The old fence is starting to come down. Looks kind of like a disaster, and rightfully so, but I'm taking this picture now because it looks at its worst. You might ask, aren't you embarrassed to be, have this in your backyard? And the answer is no. I don't live here by myself. There are other people around, and they choose not to help for years. So if you think about it, I'm just one person doing a lot of stuff. So I'm making pretty good progress. You're gonna see big changes soon. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. It's early Sunday morning. It's not really that early. It's probably after 7 at this point. But I'm still kind of on early Sunday mode. I'm being as quiet as I can. All right, here we go. So I was picking up old fence panels and pieces off the ground, and I came across this. Stump tried to trip me. Anyway, I pulled this back and look what I found. Whoa, one more time. Look what I found. A skid steer. That's, I think, a 1981 John Deere L125 skid steer. Salty dog. Has an Owatonna, actually it's an Isuzu diesel. It was made by Owatonna. There's Salty. I've propped this panel up so it'll shield all this mess from passers-by. And here's a better look at that skid steer. And there's a chipper my friend broke. He killed the engine. That's there. Again, these two could be towed away if I had something bigger. I drive little 4-cylinder trucks, so I need something a little bigger. And that's in the works. Probably next month I'll be able to move some of them. Not the skid steer. I know I could move it, but you need a heavier truck than what I have in mind. But the chipper I'll be able to move. And then over here, this is a shed. You don't only see the roof of it. Well, maybe see a little bit of it. That's a shed on a trailer. That'll move away too. That'll begin to open everything up. This is going to be not quite an empty corral, but a pretty well managed. The sawmill is going to stand here. And that log, even though it looks old, it's actually going to get milled up. So that piece is hidden behind the fence because the mill is probably going to stand in this area here. Okay, let's come back in a few minutes when I get a little more done. when you watch the car channels and people are working on, like people in Ohio are working on really rusty stuff, and people will comment, or the commenters will speak up and say, wow, I could never work on cars like that with all that rust. We don't have that here. Well, the one cool thing about living somewhere where there's a lot of rust is there's a lot of good fertile soil. I was thinking about bringing the log arch over and picking up this leftover and just moving it out of the way. All this pile that you see is really sawdust. This is where the sawmill stood. It worked here for about a year. So that's all sawdust. That's not dirt. So that'll make a nice bed for grass. That's a little more presentable for the neighbors.